To war over Liyue. I did a load of grinding. And we have some wishes to spend. So... No. And last one. Something good? No. Well, we got one more wish. So now something good, please? Please, please, please. No. I'm not having good wishes today. But, never mind that. We have a war to start. And finish. Whatever. But as for now, Mount Tianheng. Well, we're gonna need Kiara again. So... Tainari, just step away for a bit.
Thank you for choosing Komani.
Just need to figure out the best way to get up there.
Don't blink.
Never gets old.
Speed of light. Hey.
Mount Tianheng. Tianheng. No, we're not going to make that one. So I'll come back to you later. Actually, let me pinpoint it. There. What am I doing? I need Rara. Don't let me down.
Yep.
Don't yap. Alright. And no Niavin either. Come on, cat. Come on, kitty cat. Ugh. Oh well. And done. Good try.
That's everything. On to the next.
Right, we're not getting up that without Kirara. So, do your thing. Come on. Hey, we did it.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber!
How do we get up there?
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide.
Ooh, we should ask on you.
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Lucky I use Animo Tablet, so I know what I'm getting myself into.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber.
It's
No
like some
way.
sort of trap.
Just trust Paimon's instinct.
Paimon, your instincts suggest on me buy roast beef.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one. Huh? Why?
The way up shouldn't be a secret, or...
Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? All right, let's follow your plan. Then we can...
Why is it raining?
Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has
We're
a
gonna
new
meet the
idea.
wife. We're
Why
gonna
don't
meet the
we
wife.
shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
Do you hate me?
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures. Oh,
Let us
that's right.
go.
Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Thanks for the 2 primo gems. Huh? Game, what are you pulling? Guide. No then. Come on, Kirara. Shame. Huh? What's going on down there? Guessing it's an animal slime? Wow.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us.
You haven't explained the invitation.
Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it?
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Your boss is gonna kill you. Literally.
Incoming. Hey! That's that! Say this with a smile! Speed of light!
Actually, it's raining too.
Tactical! Retreat! Attack!
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide.
Who goes there?
Incoming. Hey!
Get ballooned.
Retreat!
Hey, wife.
Stop. What's all
There
this
she
about?
is.
Lady Coaching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade
Hey,
Chamber?
there she is.
Who are you?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Don't talk to such royalty like that, Paimon.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
Shut your mouth, Paimon.
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. And yet, it was fixed in a single night. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway,
Isn't hard, Paimon.
for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was...
I only did a tiny bit of like that.
Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's
No.
purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there.
Yep.
Still,
Yes, she has.
this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Paimon. That's because she's special.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way,
No.
I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them.
Ningguang
Well,
is a
for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
It's a bold statement. You keep on talking,
I'll
Paimon.
stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should
Yay.
both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
Paimon, that's not the point.
But, wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to...
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and, well then, may we meet again, traveler.
Bye. Bye.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
She made a good
So,
impression.
what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime!
Are you sure she'll like
Paimon
it?
has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka.
And there comes that again.
Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Alright. That's enough for a certain little Kiara.
Let's go gather
Back
some
to Tainari. What do you need, game? Oh, perfect. We got that from one conversation. Well, I'll claim the reward when I go back.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one.
Well, the one is dead. Ow. Come here, Froggy.
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone in...
Let's... death. It's death time, buddies.
Incoming! Boba, get them! Eat this!
You're open.
The hunter becomes the hunted. The hunter becomes the hunted.
Don't blink!
Yikes. Hey man, it's alright.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I... Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for...
Oh? And what...
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations. Now just give me a moment, and I'll let
Yeah,
the boss know. You
we've
can go
already
see her whenever
seen
you
the
require
wife,
that box.
sadly.
Great!
Calm
Paimon's
down,
sugar
Mr.
frosted
America.
slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Alright, over to Liyue Harbor. Welcome back, Mr. Bread. 3 streams in a row. Was this some kind of advent calendar thing you're doing? Hold on, game. Come on, please. Yes.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue. Here, This container is itself an antique.
Yep. It's great. Hang on a moment. Could we...
Sure, please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo! It looks
Well, it does look pretty nice.
great! Now that we've put all that we've got...
Time to finally do it. Icing on the slime. We've got an appointment with Queen of Liyue. I just hope it doesn't, like, murder the algorithm by me doing that. Like, I'm taking it seriously all of the time. Well, I don't think Paimon is, considering we got sugar-frosted slime. Also, I'm pretty sure she thinks she's Yanling. Nothing happened. I totally didn't take her glaze lilies.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
No.
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ning...
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
Oh. Dr. Kikrin. There she is. There's Ningguang.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
Hey.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It
Yay.
seems that I have made
You
things
spelled it
difficult
wrong.
for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
My beautiful woman is the purple one. Nice place, this chamber.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you.
Funnily enough, how would she have contact with Jean?
As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No.
Yeah.
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
I am Steve. Paimon, no swearing.
At the Guizhang...
You weren't peeking?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions?
I had the Exuvia.
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand.
I know exactly who you're talking
Hiding
about.
the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back. To play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
It's him, isn't it?
What are you two talking about?
Huh?
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
What are you talking about? Some sort of Untitled Goose Game DLC?
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
I haven't really tried him properly yet, since I haven't been able to
Be at ease, you two.
ascend stuff.
Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
But he's alright, it's just he loses HP a lot quickly.
And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
That's what I think it is.
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, Traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching...
Go, Keegan.
You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes.
No. You've had someone very nice.
But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled.
As they should
I
have.
won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the
Wait,
very
what did he
beginning.
say again? I surmised that the Fatui has had a hand in the
I
rumors.
called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends.
Paimon.
Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Huh? That's not what she said.
Of course.
Paimon's heard that any
Wait. Yeah.
gets a little something in return. So...
Seriously, Paimon?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Yay!
You?
Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices. Just imagine. How much more? Let's grab one! The biggest one!
So, you don't have to confirm it with me. Just choose one and take it.
Picks her up.
Afterwards, why not sit down for a while in the Jade Chamber? Or have a short stroll? Rest is also an integral part of any journey. Come now. There's no need to stand on ceremony. Loosen up a little.
Also, he was looking at her chin pretty much. Okay, I've took my item. And my other item. Any other books before I grab it, Paimon? No, no other books.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh?
Paimon.
Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Alright, let's leave. Hi.
So, have you made... You don't have to confirm. Afterwards, why not sit down? All right, then. I hope the next time we meet, you will either have already done the right thing, or will be about to make the right call.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. Done. Hey. Yeah. No yawning. I heard apparently you can get past this without doing any combat. And I know the Fatui are a bunch of annoying pieces of work. So let's try and avoid that combat. Oh, sure. Leave, 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 leave. Just leave. Now!
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And, they look really mad at us, too.
This should be fun. Time to fulfill my duty. No slacking off.
Cut to the chase. Out of the frying pan.
This is fast. My work finished.
Oh.
There are so many talismans here.
No, don't kill me.
The blank page Paimon seen. Oh, Paimon knows. But how did a relic of... Oh, that's right. Cloud retained talismans like that were once used. Maybe the Fatui are copying this at being able to channel divine power in battle? Ooh, that sounds pretty dangerous.
The Fatui are definitely up to something.
Thickens. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Liyue Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Get.
And Shroud, I hear everything.
Don't blink. Nowhere to hide.
This is taking too long. I should probably grab my stuff first before I continue. She's still on fire.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Ad Astra Abyssal.
Now for the exciting one. Stuff. I'm surprised how Aether only took that little damage. Excuse me. And leave. Okay, we can buy a wish. Come on, something good. Purple. Purple. Ooh. If we can upgrade that, that'll probably be a better one for Tainari. Hold on, game. Oh, well, that's already past visuals. That one's alright. take that one. Zhongli, I have stuff for you. I have...
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's...
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Business people are always friendly when it suits their
His take
interests.
on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Watch your mouth.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Exactly.
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
She's intelligent,
Yes.
alright?
She has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she...
The Jade Chamber is only second. What?
Why, Mora, of course.
Makes
All
sense.
Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
Now they're trying to reproduce the switch of the present
No
mission.
matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when...
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of...
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the... Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is...
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is before the Archon War. Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place... But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
You need me to sing?
That's correct.
So how good is your singing?
I can hold the tune.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
I don't blame you.
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Dainari, sing.
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
Nothing.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Incoming! Hey!
Also, Bob was about to murder me.
Don't blink!
And Shroud, I'll approve you!
Apparently, that even makes more sense than when he's fighting.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower.
Keegan's favourite ascension material, which gets on my nerves.
Strange. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value.
Well, that's nice and all.
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Ganyu!
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's-her-face?
Oh! Yangu.
Who's that? You've completely forgotten.
That's a joke.
That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chick?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Guess it was our fault for not
I
asking.
see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu.
You mean... Yangu.
She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the garden?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it.
How is Yongli holding it together with stuff like this?
Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought...
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my... When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
Venti's the last
Yes.
one left.
Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
We love good old Nahida.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips
Hold
with
on,
reality.
I'm a little cold. I'm gonna grab a
Since
blanket.
Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin.
Yay.
Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing.
There you
I've
go.
continued those duties to this very day.
I wanted to say the second one as a joke, but that would just be mean.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you...
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact...
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me,
Alright, blankets in
I
place.
should return to my work now. Good luck.
Bye.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the... Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
You see,
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
if he had them all or two.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over
Knowing
time.
he is the Geo Archon just makes it so much more
You
fun.
must be careful to take the time to step back
Hearing
and
all this.
re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Alright. Back to Liyue Harbor. You know, this is my favorite, like, Archon quest in the whole game. Like, it's just brilliant. You get so many good characters. You get the child boss fight. Spoilers. And here's the Fatui. Trying to invade the city.
Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and... the Fatui?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has happened. We should...
Ask Felix.
You're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, however, both sides were quite obstinate and hid an impact.
It seems inevitable.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue...
Surely the Liyue Qixing are...
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of it.
And what now?
That's all Ningguang's doing.
Wait a minute, Garni was just there, so what happened to
She
Garni?
proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway,
Hey, shut up.
Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your... Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse.
Just imagine in Hootao just arguing with a group in the left.
I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment.
Master? Director?
Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler.
Having connection to be quite the double-edged sword. So what did Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
With more money
Paimon
than
gets it.
sense?
If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Follow me.
The Liyue Qixing. To think that they'd go for us Fatui the first chance they got.
Yeah, no wonder.
Once the Adepti send the Qixing packing, we'll just set up foreign relations with them instead.
Shut up. Golden House, here we go. Once I heal up. There. Maybe I should pull out, what's her face? Kirara. Just to move quicker. Wait, have I gone past it? Yeah, I went past it. Dummy. Dummy me. Better let me change party members, otherwise I'm stuck with a dead weight. Yeah, I'll just do it now. Save time. And hopefully
Let's
not
go gather some...
hurt myself. Yeah, no one watching, alright, because there's usually a load of guards here. Time to do this. Let's go, Girl Squad and Tainari and Ava.
Wow! This is the Golden Hound? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice.
Such a single
so
Mora
it's a
in my
trap.
head.
Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora.
Something feels amiss.
Right, back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely some... Huh? Look! What happened here?
They've been knocked unconscious.
Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
To think Rex slaps his vessel.
Speed of light! Hey!
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
You already know who's there.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
I'm not allowed to get near it.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure. The battle.
Alright, Ed Sheeran.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me. Not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway. Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Alright, here we go.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come on, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
I'm already amusing it.
Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Hey, quit it.
Speed of light.
You're not her.
Skills.
Cut to the chase.
Come on, Goba. Do something.
Don't blink. Hey!
The price of a single slip.
Let's nip that in the bud.
No, that's not what happened.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But
Grunting.
that's about as far as you'll get.
Nice. Anime. And the Tio coming through.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing it to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now.
Thin air.
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
No. Baby. They call you child for a reason, because you're throwing a tantrum. Tartaglia.
Not bad. But this is going to cost you!
Didn't do it, baby. Pop. Like a Paimon and all that rubble. Being silly.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it.
Ah, quit it.
One with the forest.
Don't blink. Incoming. Hey. At the frying pan. Nowhere to hide.
Hold on, gotta heal. Food. Food. That. Oh. Done.
Nice and spicy.
And Shroud.
of light.
15,000 damage. That's more like it.
One with the force.
Die here.
Frying pan? Don't blink.
Wind blade.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through, and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the no- You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was... In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond... As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
Osile.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But
You
the
wanted to
Archon
lure
War
him out.
ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Child. Okay, boss fight time. Well, at least we get to see wife again. Style.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Get out of here.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast.
There's the J chamber. You're here just in time. There he is. Asile.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over did we make it in time? Is the over...
What
Ciao.
are you doing here?
Huh? Jade Chamber. Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
There she is.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pin in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
That'll be the
It's
perfect
not
thumbnail.
just you.
Yeah.
You've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and Adepti gather?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you were supposed...
One certainly could.
Huh?
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it... And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's... For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Let's do it.
Yep.
You're not a bird. Hi, Fatui.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia.
What are you doing?
Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? What wishes to witness?
Killjoy! Like I just went too far.
Alright, where are we going? Oh, over here. Got ya.
Don't blink!
There they are.
Speed of light!
Where's the other guy?
That is Osial's divine power.
Oh no.
I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
About that. Good job.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
They're very relenting here.
Snedge Knives diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
This isn't good.
bit busy, Paimon.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Oh, well, Tainari died. Alright, take that, Tainari.
Don't lose them. Here, take this.
This is the depthful energy. That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian's heart. Wow, it's not a pink shockwave. This green.
Looks like I went too far.
Incoming.
Backing off. Duty.
Don't blink. Got lucky that time.
Have a load of this.
Incoming. The blood of the Chilean. I guard you against evil. Cast
Yeah.
your fear of injury by the wayside, then fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
Thanks, Ganyu.
This is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
I'm going too fast.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal
Quick as
energy
lightning.
at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Essence. Shine. Don't blink. Hey! Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
No, no, I'm using.
You're toast! Speed of light. Hey! Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here,
Yay.
there's nothing worse to come, right? Speed of light. Let me look at this.
This is it.
Ah, get away.
Not breaking us away.
Nowhere to hide.
Thanks, Goba.
Don't blink. Speed of light. Hey, with sword comes shadow. Don't blink.
This isn't.
The Tui's numbers are thinning.
Yay.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Nowhere to hide.
Alright, we're done. Hey, there she is.
The
Good job.
interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Hey, get dead. Get dead. Osile. Yep. Thanks, Ningguang. Oh no. They're using Ganyu's move. Oh no. The Jade Chamber is gonna die. Quit panting. Xiao! Thank you. Thank you for saving the most important one, Mooncarver.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Goodbye, Jade Chamber. Hey! Boom! Well, Mooncarver really got it. Thanks, Mooncarver. And so long, everyone.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now.
Burnt, destroyed, and ash-ridden.
It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of... But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is this... Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sight...
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
Like a little Paimon.
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
And there's discord between the Guardians and those who are meant to defend it. Harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity, as Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
You're right, Joe?
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Aww.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place.
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Trying to understand things from that perspective.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons. Yes, one understands what the conqueror of demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, fair enough. Away we shall. And
Bye, Mooncarver.
since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further.
Back there.
But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we...
Nice. Another rule bomb.
But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's going. Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Wangshan Funeral Parlor. Get 2 coffins free for the price of 2. Yeah, I know it's a scam.
Is there anything I can do for you two?
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell—
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank— but last time we saw Zhongli
no.
was before— Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the— We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Oh, here comes the reveal. Zhongli, we're coming to rescue you from the hands of a stupid contract. Never actually taken this way before because it was the wrong way, got it? Huh? Oh, maybe it was just a chest.
That's everything. On to the next. Speed of light.
What it? Hey.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formality? Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
Senora.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee.
There it is.
How sanctimonious.
I mean, I'm
What?
suspicious.
So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the no—
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and up—
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what—
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, Have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him to. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage, credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my...
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all!
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
I can possibly be
right! As Zhongli always told us...
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contract. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scale, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Oh. Well. Let's get out of here.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Let's go. Say one final farewell to Zhongli and see Dequin putting life. Yeah, life's good.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. Yes, and to think that this happened right on the...
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord...
Now that you mentioned it, that's very... I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that... Still, what sort of supernatural prowess?
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really...
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what, there's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that...
Fatui?
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui...
Let's listen
Hear
to the
ye
last
all!
man.
Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis, having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the cheese... So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Could the Cheesing already have known that Rex Lapis... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the...
Come on, let's see the wife. Yay, she's there.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Yay.
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Hey.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa!
Oh, time for price naming. I already know he's gonna talk.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Hey.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too.
On you.
Cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that...
Double. Double. Double, double. Double, double, double. We got double. Double.
Roping you in.
Dang.
Why, you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
Well, I never had the chance to talk in private. Oh, the bell. I like how she's standing close to it. Hold on. Hold on. Do it.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions.
Wait, where's
thinking that they'll
Ningguang?
never see
Oh.
Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Liyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
You've been this way the
Why
entire
would
time.
Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to... When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as a...
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tag, but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people
You
of
mean
Liyue
Bua?
preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
The Inazuma Shogunate.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last... Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
whoa.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of, when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Oh, nothing about... Oh.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Now Mora.
That's right! Zhongli, now that you don't have your... Since Morax is dead... Also, isn't the Golden House the only...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations.
This is terrible!
Yes, this is indeed a... well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Then, did you at least set...
Oh, a private fund. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
You didn't.
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wished?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god.
Oh?
I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui.
I don't blame her.
Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him. All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know?
The last and most important
The
one.
time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to... Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti. Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Well then, I suppose you're...
Alright, so I guess we're starting Shenhe's one, and that'll be tomorrow's.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady... Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had... Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang.
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically, vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for... You may ask me anything. And...
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I've heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just...
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity.
Ningguang seems super busy. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest...
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there? After her!
Oh, right, yeah.
Definitely brave. After her. Walks away. Crane returns to the wild.
What? They said they had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
We need Shanha. After Shanha. Seriously, what? Intriguing. Oh, dangerous. When the trail goes cold. Well, seems like we got a lot of quests to do, so let's keep
enough
going.
procrastinating. Let's go.
Thanks. Thanks, Kajing.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
There they are.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some...
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the...
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money...
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like it's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into... Then Shinue kiosk. Then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order... How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her
They're
for
trying to
everything.
intimidate people on their business.
Lilith.
Thanks,
What are the
Shenhe.
Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir.
Look at
Please, let me
Shenhe,
explain.
she's just so done. Hi, Shenhe. You alright?
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
Boom, boom, boom.
You can't do that. This is Liyue Harbor.
Laws? No. Apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you... Really? So how exactly have you...
Oh, it doesn't play the
That
song.
would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the... Then of course you're still hungry. So?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
Who said you couldn't? Alright,
You think Shenhe might be an Adeptus?
she is.
Seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an Adeptus, that would explain everything. Where does she fit in with the other Adepti, though? Paimon's super curious.
Hold on. Let me just check. Oh, okay, we got enough for one more wish. Let's make it a good one, please. No. No, we're not making a good one. Something up, game? Oh, yeah, we got another free wish. Alright, a good one now, please. Please, please, please. No. Alright, I better go. But it was a fun stream. Sorry for anyone who was epileptic. Oh well. Okay. Good night, all.